Interesting one for you today, guys. We've come down to the gorgeous Sunningdale Heath, just located in Surrey, just across from the famous Sunningdale. Now, this course here opened in 1902, and the Queen Mother herself was a patron here for 52 years. It's a quirky little golf course, but don't let that fool you. It's a par 58, measuring over 3,500 yards. It should be easy looking at those numbers, but it definitely is. Lots of long par threes, and it is a Harry Cole gem. Wait till we get out here, you're gonna love it. We've got the perfect day, blue skies, sun shining. I can't wait to get out here. Let's see if we can break par. I'm absolutely loving this golf course, really fun. Well, we've got down to the first. Glorious little starting hole here, slightly blind. The course itself isn't over a lot of land, like I said, 3,500 yards. This first hole though sort of puts your mind to the test straight away, because it's 195 yards as a par 3, so a strong one. This is, like I said earlier, Harry Cole design, and his ethos was that every town should have a little course like this where the locals can learn to play golf, and then they will progress onto a bigger course. It used to be a ladies course, and then it's been taken over, and now everyone plays, and I've heard so much about it. A lot of the local tour players and their caddies actually come down and play here because they say it's very, very good to learn on, and it's quite a tricky course, and breaking pars, no given. So we'll do our best. Comment down below what you think we're going to shoot. Let us know if you've been here and played as well, and yeah, subscribe if you've not. Enjoy the next hour you have in front of you. Not our best strike, but it's working. Might be a tad short, that one. Right, off we go, folks. So a good little opening first hole there. We've managed to find the green. Just looks like it's pitch short and trundled on, but already getting awesome vibes. Lots of tall pines around here, lots of nice heather. The greens look slick and look tricky as well. So like I said, I think it's going to be no given that you play good pars. I think a lot of sometimes people think, oh, short course going to be easy, but this is going to be a test, I think, round here today. Bit of a slider to start the day down the hill. A couple of feet of left to right in it. It's an early morning knee knocker. God, I didn't even think that was halfway there when I hit that. That is slick. Why did I think that was going to move more than the hole? Well, fantastic start. Lots of golf to be played though. Oh, that was quick down that hill then. That was very quick. Right, not to worry, we've got 17 more holes to go, and we'll see what we can do. So our second hole here, you go across a bit of a ravine, across all the gorse and heather. We've got a flag that is 181. Back of the greens 188, and I'm going to go 6-iron. It's still just a little bit nippy. I think as soon as the sun reaches above the trees here, we're in for a true line. It's going to be quite warm, but flag's just on the right. I think 6-iron for me, just a little fadey one off the middle of the green, and we should be close. If not, it can just go a bit long, but I think the temperature helps it out. Oh, just slid out of that. Needed to turn on top of it, carry the trap. In the trap, okay. Good strike, just not quite on top of it, not done my normal stretch this morning because we're in a bit of a rush, but let's see what we can do. We've got to knuckle down now. Got some room to work with, which is nice. Just got to splash it out onto here and let it run up. That's the plan anyway. Slight pull, but safely out, and a good look at saving the par. Well, 2 3-footers missed. Very, very uncharacteristic of me there. I think this putter's trying to get on the naughty step. Well, not quite the start we wanted there. Not worried about how I've hit it. Just those little putting woes, but that can all change. We've now got 161 yards down the hill. Bit of a blind green. I know on this one, as we were walking off the other green, I did see a bunker left, and you can see it off the tee here, and that's the only one that you actually do see that is around this green. So 161 downhill. It's not a 9-iron. We're just going to go 8 because we've got 180 to the back. So just a good one of these. Pins on the right. We can get this in close, hopefully. Oh, leaked it right again. That's 3 shots now. Took a very favourable bounce left. It was a nice strike. I'm just not been working with my dad on a little feeling in my backswing, and I'm just forgetting to actually complete my follow through, my turn. But 3 holes, lots of golf to play. We just need to keep doing what we're doing and it'll come good. Well, we've got pin high perfectly, just 1 pace off the green. Did push it right, but it does all feed in, which is nice. But the green itself now has got some serious tilt on it, all feeding down towards the back. I've got to come over a little bit of dew from the morning fringe, but then we want to get somewhere up here. I'm probably gonna have to play this up round here to let it really bank in. Oh, right. Go in, go in. Oh no, my God, look at that go. That's wild. I actually thought I'd underhit that. That is the stinkiest pin. This is incredible. This is not the start I wanted. Wow, that pin is brutal. I maybe should have chipped that to try and get a bit of spin on it. Oh no, Matt, what are you doing? Come back in, please. Oh my gosh. Well, that's a little bit mental. Okay, right. 3 bogeys on the spin. Not the ideal start with 3 over par after 3. And I've literally been, well, I've missed 2 greens. One was by a foot, one was in a bunker. I think we need to start getting quite serious around here because this is starting to catch me out a little bit. Mega. I'm actually, as sadistic as it sounds, I'm actually enjoying this now because it's going to be a real challenge going round. That is incredible, that pin. Well, the first of the par 4s, there's not many here, comes at the 4th hole. 328 yards, downhill, pretty straight. There's a bunker at 200 yards and then the others are at 280 to get to them. So I'm going to hit 3 wood. Hopefully that leaves me just shy of the traps, and then I can have a little pitch on, try and make a much needed birdie. It'd be interesting to be 4 holes in and not have a par. Pretty typical Matt Fry around that, but can't believe it. I've had 12 shots, 8 of them being putts thus far. Now, that is very, very uncharacteristic, but que sera. We move on, we regroup, and we go again. Little left, just into that shadow. Soft bounce, so not the end of the world. Good for actually where the pin is, it opens up the green. It was obviously my intention to hit a bit of a pull. Right, come on, let's buckle down, let's get in that red. Come on. 92 yards out of the juicy rough. With those greens being as slick as they are, they're out in front of us, ironing them at the minute. 92, I reckon I can land this 80 and it bounces up and gets close out of this sort of stuff. Just got to commit because it's wet, it's juicy. It will grab the ball, grab the club quickly, this sort of stuff. So 58, land it at the front, trickle it up. If it doesn't go in, it's a tap in. It's a good line, needs to sit. I want to say I feel really confident of holding that because it looks about 6 foot, but given my 8 hacks around the hole that I've had, I'm going to have to take my time and care on this one. Now we're only just about 4 holes in, but wandering up here, I definitely could see myself playing my golf here like every single day. It's fun, it's going to test you, but it's not overly long. It'd be a great sort of summer course I think Harry Colt had it right in having these sort of courses in towns to get people playing, because you could quite comfortably bring the kids, bring your partner out and have an hour or so out here, and it'd be an absolute joy. I know where I've been going wrong on the putting. Did what I always said I wouldn't do. Flag stayed in, by the way. Brilliant flag. Let's see if we can keep this putter from not going on the naughty step this week. We'll take that. Well, 4 holes in, not a single par yet. It's a standard MFG round. 2 over. Let's do some more of that, everyone. I'm buzzing. I'm badly buzzing. So our 5th hole is playing 143 yards up the hill. A couple of bunkers short. Again, another sloping green from right to left. I don't think there's any more bunkers. Just the 2 that are short. So 9 iron, just a nice one of these. Let's see if we can get this score back on track. Keep going, doing what we're doing. Keep believing. Just right at the stick, kick left for me. Not quite my best work, but it's up there. Hopefully, maybe just found the green. Just shy of pin high, but this one looks like it's going to be a real swinger as well. Tell you what, if you played this a few times, like hitting it to this side of the green is so much better than where I am, because that's such a fast put down that hill now. So you can see how, even though it's short, and you think, oh, 3,500 yards, you've still actually got to hit it to the right spot so it gets your game sharp anyway. Otherwise, you just blast it, leave yourself something like this, and I've got to be really careful now, because if I overhit, I'm over here. But I've got to think and play carefully about this. Great little setup. It's not one that you can give any real pace to. Set it high and let it fall. Look at that go. Wow. I actually thought I'd hit a pretty good putt then. I got it up high. I was 6 feet outside the hole with that putt. Swung early. And now I've got another tester. I've pushed it. Interesting. This is the most 3 putts I've ever had in a round in a long time, and they've come after 5 holes. Interesting game, isn't it? Golf. You gotta love it. So our 6th hole is playing 211 to the flag. It's downhill, looks like a flatter green, which is nice to know. A 5 iron flies 205, so 211, that might be too much because it's heating up quite a bit in this downhill. So I'm gonna go 6 iron because the greens, like I said, have been quite quick and bouncy. So 195 to the front. That is my 6 iron carry. So let's get on top of this one and let's get it in close. Come on. Cut a tiny bit. It's getting better. Looks pin high. The turf's just so good like that. I've landed that maybe about 3 yards shy, and it's had a good bounce, kicked up on, and now we've got another putt for birdie. But that putt has not been very hot thus far. It looks like there's nothing going on this green, but actually when you look into it a little bit more, it's going down the hill, there's some right to left on it. It's another putt that if I just hit this willy-nilly at the hole with no care for pace, I could end up down near where the end of the shadow is there. They're very, very subtle, these greens, and as I said earlier, I think the yardage may fool a lot of people, but as we're seeing now, it's definitely no slouch of a golf course. Had no less than an 8 iron into the par 3s yet, and I've had a load of 3 whacks. Even that I thought was short. God, these greens are good. They are good, they're rolling quick. First par. Took me 6 holes. Brilliant, right. Let's go, baby. Our 7th hole is playing 237 yards to the hole. It's a par 4. There is some bunkering down the right, but I'm going to go past all that, and there's a little bit of a dip of heather. It's one of those that if you're just starting out, you'd be looking to fly that with your drive. It's generous fairway, but we need to do something different. So I've got a new little toy I'm testing out, a 5-wood, that happens to fly 245 yards. So I think just a soft, cutty one of these. Mind you, it's only 220 middle, 205 front, and the way it's been bouncing, I think even if I hit a 4-iron, the hedge at the back's 242, so I can't really do much more than that. So if I hit 4-iron, it can bounce up, chip and a putt, birdie. Leaked it a little bit to the right and not caught it. Bit of a toey swing strike there, not a good work, but it's safe. Land this 4 or 5 paces on and let it dribble up to the hole, because it's significantly uphill this, even though it might not look it. Slight bit bold, and now I've left myself a little tester. Just needed a foot less on that and it was perfect. And the crowd goes wild. It's a birdie. We're keeping those pars to a minimum. Even though it was a short par 4, not a great tee shot, but I still had to work for it in that chip then. You know, getting a bunker there with a pin that's front right, it's no guaranteed for it. It's really no slouch. If you are in the area, definitely come down and check it out, because it is incredible, this place. So our 8th hole is playing 277 yards. Bunkers at 226, 262 and 269 there, obviously green sides. It's a dogleg right to left though. A little bit of a ditch down in front of the tee, which hopefully is no mither. But I have been known to top the odd 3-wood. So 3-wood just up the centre. Let it go. Again, a par 4. If we can pick one back, we should be in a good spot. Ooh, got it a little necky, but it's safe. Ooh, just run through. I did question that as I was stood over it, thinking, if I flush this, do I, and push it, am I going over that fence? But took it away. Need to be a little bit better on that. Luckily, didn't catch it my best, and it's just pulled up 10 yards short of it. And I got up to my ball, and actually just looking back on the scorecard, the previous hole was a par 3. So I very much needed up and down there, which I thought I'd made birdie, but happy with the up and down, which is the be all and end all. So we still remain 3 over par, but we've only got 55 yards now to this flag, 40 yards to the front of the green. I think I'm gonna hit my 58 just so it doesn't get away from us. I think we need control around these greens. Pitch it around about 45 and let it run up the slope. It looks like it's gonna run past and run off the green if you go past the flag, so try and bear that in mind. Oh no, it's come out high and right. Right yardage, I just pushed the life out of it. So when you get out to the 8th green here and you just come off the back of it, no borderline or anything, but the trees here, that's Sunningdale, where they have the Sunningdale foursomes. There are 2 golf courses on there, new and the old. I'm not sure which one this is, but that is one course that I definitely want to go and play. It looks incredible. It's like a bigger version of this, probably a bit more grandiose, but amazing how there's just literally a few pine trees and you're on one of the best golf courses in the country there. And this is a little smaller brother to it. It's quite beautiful in its own little right, this place. The next hole, wait till you'll see this. Another pin high shot that I'm going to have to play this somewhere out here, and if it gets to here and it's not gone in, there's a serious fall off again. I think Dan, who we spoke to, said he had been kind with the pins, but I think Dan has gone full trickery on us today. This is like 4 foot of break if you want to die it in. It's going to come into the hole at about 3 o'clock if I'm at 6. Never felt like more tested on every putt, like really got to think about it. There's no real, oh, it's just an easy 12 footer straight at the hole. Everything's like, okay, where's it going? Where have I got to set it off? What happens when it gets to the hole? Very good setup. That's one of the best putts I've ever hit, I think. That literally was going in at not much pace, but if it misses, I think I had a 12 footer maybe with that. Definitely got a hit, and even there with my pitching, you know, intending to leave it sort of under the flag towards the shadow, not hit a bad shot, but I was still put under the cosh. Right, on to the next hole. This is a beauty, this one. Definitely my favourite looking one thus far. There's even a cat on the green. This is definitely a hole I want to have a hole-in-one on. How good is that? 135 yards, raised approach to the green, a bunker short right, and then a big fall off coming back towards the green beyond the pin. It looks truly sensational. I could stand here and hit balls at this hole all day, I think. Right, pitching wedge, just a comfortable pitching wedge. If it goes long by 5 yards, I think it comes back. Just nothing for being short. At the big tree behind, and just let it fall on with my fade. Come on, hole in one. Oh no. Oh no. I thought that was going to be perfect. It's pitched sort of back of the green, hit the slope, come back. And there must be a little collar of rough. Oh. Oh well, it was a good shot. I intended to do what I wanted. We'll probably have a dicey little chip, but let's go find out. Right. We're in this little collar. It's quite good actually, because you're hitting and you're expecting to do it, but you don't. But the green, if you just look at the size of this green, I know it's only 135 yards, but it must be at its widest point, which is the front, 15 paces maybe, and then at the back it's like 7 or 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Such a small landing spot, but you do have that sort of coming back towards the green. Could have done with a bit of a fierier kick, but now I'm up against the collar. I've got to pop it on. It is running away from me as well, so it's got to be committed here. Get loft in my hand so it's not getting away from me. Pop it out, try and land it like here, and let it run at the hole. This is a tricky little one. I'm so happy with that. I think I could stand there for the rest of the morning and I might get 1 or 2 closer than that. That was a real committed, open the blade up back of the stance and just pop it. Whew. Right, that's 2 pars we've had in 8 holes. We're on to a little bit of a nice run here. We've settled down. Let's see if we can get a few more back over the next. We've only got 2 more par 4s to come, which are on the back 9. So we've got quite a few par 3s, another one looks really good, and then the next 2 look really nice up and down ones. A lot of pine trees to come into play, but I'm absolutely loving this golf course. Short golf courses, I think there should be so many of them. It's just a great introduction to the game and really fun. 179, the wind's actually picking up a little bit here. You don't feel as much of it because you're in amongst the pines all the time, but it's into a bit. Normally I'd be straight to my 7-iron, but I think 6-iron's the call here. Hold your line. Oh, I've pushed it again. Ooh, that was a nasty kick. Just pitched on the fringes and kicked out to the right hand side. Luckily, I've been quite good in that I didn't try and hit a draw into the flag. I've moved it away, and I should have quite a bit of room to work with, which is a positive. Right, onwards folks. My first probably good leave there, it did pitch just right on the corner and took a bit of a bounce, but a flatter area here. It is coming up the hill, but giving myself a bit of space to work with, so I need to land it on and just let it run at the flag like a putt. Oh, I've overdone it. Luckily I struck it so it'll grab. Oh no, clumsy that, clumsy. I'm toying with changing my wedges at the minute, the lofts, because I feel like I've got too much option in my hands to have 50, 54, 58. My 54 I don't use, and I went with 50 then, and that's the problem with that club. If I just get a little heavy, it comes out a bit too flat, so I'm thinking keep the 58 and go to 52 like when I was a junior growing up, and I loved chipping then, as where now I think I've overcomplicated it a bit. Well, let's see what we can do. Break for me. Just a poor chip that. You had so much room to work with. Maybe should have gone with a 58 so it didn't get away from me so much, but something we can practice and learn from. Onwards we go, onwards we go. So we could have done with par in that, because we've gone to the 11th now, and it's one of the stronger par 3s here, 240. It is downhill, only one bunker down near the green, but we keep going, just keep making half decent swings, get that short game a little bit sharper, and we're good. I've actually just Googled as well how much it is to play this golf course. Blown away. For a one ball, summertime, early-ish morning, £40. If you play a little bit later on in the afternoon and you're getting a bit of golden hour, 35 quid. You've got one of the best golf courses in the country right there, literally 12 paces and we're on it. And you get to play here where it's on the same land, same turf, the greens are incredible, the layout's brilliant, it's fun, it was in the top 100 fun courses as well, and it's 40 quid. Mega, proper value. Right, we're gonna go 5 wood. Let's see if we can get this on, and get one in the hole would be nice. Good start, Matt. Well, it's spat it out of the trees. That's the second time I've done it today, just totally not involved in that golf shot. Stood over thinking about so much other stuff there. Oh, should back off. Need to have that focus. It's going to be a tough par from here, but let's go. Luckily we caught the trees up there and it spat it back out for us. The bad news is that I've got 45 to the front, and then we've got about 10 paces to the flag, and then it runs on, so I've got to go aerial. I'm coming out of the rough. I need to hit a world-class shot to get close here. I have hit those before, so I've just got to choose what I want to do, swing it to here, open face, and commit. Don't overcomplicate, and I have a plan. Oh. Grabbed and turned it. I saw a pine cone right behind the golf ball then. Took my focus and then just didn't follow through. Non-committal. This is the blip hole. If I had my time again, I'd play that very differently. I'd probably hit 4 iron, try and land it near the front because it's all running to the green instead of trying to fly it on. But you live and learn. A chip in could solve it all here. Oh, it's kicked. Took a bit of a dodgy first bounce, that. Went right on me. I thought I'd actually given myself the chance of a chip in. Now we've got a stinker for bogey. Golf, eh? Well, that's a good lesson for me to learn. You've got to focus. Double bogey, move to 5 over par. I don't feel like I'm 5 over par, but that's what the scorecard says. Right, 12th hole, another tester, 230 up the hill, 235 to the flag, par 3. No slouch, no slouch. Let's hit this 5 wood properly. Pick your shot, pick your target, commit. Come on. Is that 4? 4! Okay, We're in trouble again. We are in trouble again. Matt, commit to your shots. That was a better result than the first one. Need to hold this or this is getting a bit out of hand. Thought I was going to lip out, that would have been a real head off. Right, a bogey, we're on a horrible little streak here. 4 shots dropped in the last 3 holes. I would definitely play that last hole different. And even that one there, I mean at 235 average for par 3s, it's PGA Tour plus stuff that. They are very, very tough holes. So last one, mind blip, my fault, but that other one was just a poor golf swing. Need to settle down. We're on to 6 over par, I think. If we can try and get back to level, that would be nice. A couple of par 4s to come that are shorter. Let's see if we can at least start working our way back. Doesn't feel too far away. I think there was obviously a few putts at the start were a killer. Just need to be tidier, need to be sharper, but at least I'm out here trying. Our first par 4 on the back nine, 13th, 245 into the wind. Lovely setting again, another one that goes down into a dip and then raises up with a load of heather surrounding the back. I've got to go for it, so we're going 3 wood. I'm going to try and get a few back. I'm going to cut it off that pine behind the green. Hopefully make a 2 would be bloody marvellous. Hold your line now. Oh, it's just faded a bit more than I wanted. Just pitched on the sort of hill next to the green and just trickled onto the path, but pin high, up and down. Need to get a good chip in and we're off. We're off and running, kids. Well, we've just pitched in around here and trundled across the path. It's sat not too bad. I might be stood on the path, so I might take a drop, but assessing it, again, not overly complicated. If I'm landing it around here, a couple of bounces and a bit of roll, it should get close. Right, come on Matt, up and down it, chip it in if not. Stay up, stay up, stay up. Get in! Yes! That is exactly what we needed right there, a little eagle. Oh, come on, that is what we need after that horrible little stretch we've just had. Right, the game is afoot now, Watson. Let's get to it. The 14th is a par 3, 170. Straight across, fairly flat, 2 big bunkers left and right. Just got to avoid them. I think I'll probably play a little bit right at the flag play to the heart and try and keep it going. Keep the momentum of that little eagle. Oh, I've pulled it. Hopefully okay, hopefully okay. Run into a bit of a nasty lie here. Long lush grass, but again, just got to pop it over, let it trundle. It came out better than I thought that. I thought it was going to be horrible and clunky, but hey ho. That was the least aggressive putt I've hit all day. Shame that's a disappointment when you just make eagle and give a soft one back like that, but we soldier on. Well, 15, probably only let up I would say you get around here. It's 75 yards from the front tee. There is another one that's not played today where you play across the road, but we're playing from the forward one. 75, but there is 2 huge bunkers guarding the flag, so still got to get your distance right. 58. Let's try and pick one back up from that dross that we've just done. Simmer. It's nice. We're sure of that one not to go in the bunker. We've got maybe 10 foot for a birdie. My wedges are definitely better after that little wedge system I've worked on. Sneaky, sneaky pin there, but a little bit more than 10 foot. It's about 15. Bit of left to right, it looks like on this. But normally, this would have been a world-class one for me because I would have been missing greens with those, but my wedges are definitely on the up and up. He's back to back. He's made it up for that little sorry mistake on the last little two. There's still hope. We've got 3 holes to play, a gettable par 4 and 2 shortish par 3s coming in. Strong finish, who knows? Who knows? Quite happy with my mental side as well. I think we see it in the comments sometimes. You've not got it, you're pretending, but normally when I'd be 5-6 over, I'd be like, ugh, and get really out of control, but now I'm just trying to battle on all the time and still hit good shots and not let them affect me so much, which hopefully is showing through a bit more. Our 16th hole is 295 yards, back into it a little bit, going towards that, what I can only think is a clubhouse for Sunningdale or someone's incredible house. If everyone subscribes to the channel, that is what I will be able to buy in about 50 years. So please do that quickly, watch every video without skipping any adverts, and I'll throw a large party for everyone in my mansion. Say 50 years, I'll probably be dead. But 3 wood leaves me a flick, and then we're good from there. Maybe a chip in again. Perfect. Ooh, wind's pushed it. Fine, just bouncing down the left side of the fairway. I actually thought the wind was a bit more that way there. It's the opposite. Tricked me in these trees, but safely away. Chip and a putt. We're on the good stuff. So we've got about a 60-yard pitch. I'm just inspecting here because I know how tricky the greens can be, but relatively flat, this one. So maybe throw it, you know, a third of the way onto the green, 58, and just let it run up there. Greens have been incredible, to be fair. Very, very interesting breaks on them all, but let's see if we can at least give this a chance of going in or getting close, and then start ticking down towards that par number. Think what it could have been if you didn't put like a beginner. Can't think like that though. Bit back in the stance so it runs more. Pick your spot, let's go. Oh, it's come out absolutely horrible of that, luckily, because of the rough it is running. That snagged up so much. See how thick it is there. But luckily, I'd chosen the right shot, and we've got about 8 feet for for birdie. Dream's still alive, folks. Probably not even 8 foot this, maybe just 8 foot. Little sneak on it again. There's no easy putt on this golf course. I'm definitely coming back to play, I know that. Break, 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 break. Ah! Just the pace kept it out. Well, not to be, but we move on. 17th hole is 132 yards, a lovely one that drops down and then raises to a flatter green. These sort of 4 holes, Dan, one of the chaps who works here, was telling us actually they do quite a lot of junior coaching out on these 4 holes, so they'll close it, make it a 14-hole course across the road from the first, and then they have all the juniors come out and play little comps and do loads of little lessons which are out here with them, which is fantastic. Definitely, like I said earlier, Colt had it right. We need more of this. It'd be a lovely place to learn golf if they were all like this. But 132, down the wind, 50 degree, green light. Let's get the hole in one. Pushed it. Pushed it. Perfect yardage. Just a push. Oh well, right, roll that in. Come on, roll it in. I thought that was going to go in. Oh, I've had a few that have just literally grazed the edge or lipped out. The rolling's so good, just got to get them dead centre. But a nice little par 3. We've got 1 hole to go. This has been a real joy this morning. You could definitely spend a lot of time here just playing a few loops of 9, 6, 3, whatever it may be. It's been brilliant. Let's see if we can get a hole in one. That would really top it off on the last, but let's keep going. Last hole plays 150 straight down the wind. Again, another little down slope and then up the slope over a little carry. You've got to take it over the heather. land it on the green. There's a bunker left, a lot of green right on this one, but let's see if we can get in close. Oh, it's gone left. A little bit left on me. Carried the trap, which was nice, but not sure where it finished. Well, not the ending we want, actually gone out of bounds there just beyond, we didn't realise, so little double to finish, but nevertheless thoroughly enjoyed the day here. Sunningdale Heath, thanks for having us down. If you are in the area, come and check it out. Guys, see you in the next one.